Hey there, Marmoteers. I know we're running a bit late today, but I did promise you a story sometime this weekend, so I better go for it. Once upon a time, the temperamental dragon, you remember him, the dragon who lives out in BC, is the reason why it's so rainy and foggy a lot of the time, because when he gets sad, all that water from his tears gets into his fire and makes clouds. Well, dragons are a little bit more like birds than they are like a lot of different reptiles, because their scales are big, heavy individual things, and they molt them like feathers. Now, dragons don't molt every year. Dragons live everything on a much longer scale. So, the very first time he molted his scales when he was in his new forest, well, no one knew that that was something that could happen to him. And so he was outside, looking quite ludicrous, scales sticking out every which way. He was sad and mopey because it's kind of hard to deal with all those scales, all higgledy-piggledy. And when the crows saw him, well, you know how crows are. They all decided they'd have a good laugh at him. They came down and asked him what the heck he was doing, if he knew how silly he looked. And that poor dragon, well, he knew how silly he looked. He didn't need those crows to tell him how silly he looked. And he started to cry and cry and cry. Bloop, 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 bloop. And well, as he cried and cried, it got cloudier and cloudier, and the rain started to fall. And very quickly the crows realized their mistake, because crows don't particularly like pouring rain any more than any of the other forest critters did. And soon it was a torrential downpour, and it was days and days before anyone could go out because it took so long for that poor dragon to calm himself down. Well, a few days later, when the sun finally came back out, the crows forced the least popular of all the other crows to go apologize to the dragon. And from then on, the crows promised that they would never make fun of the temperamental dragon again. And so that's how it came to pass that the crows would always protect the dragon's feelings, because they didn't want to get washed out again. The end. Alright, Marmoteers. We're just about midnight, but I think I'll get this posted before then, so it still counts. Anyway, I will talk to you later, and you guys have yourselves a good night, if you're seeing me tonight, or a good day any other time.